What's up? I am so stoked to come live today and tell you about the incredible event I went to on Saturday. So I attended an event on Saturday called the Limitless Arena here in Salt Lake City, and it was a full circle moment for me. So if you don't know who I am, I'm I'm a business coach for nurses, and I help nurses start and grow online coaching businesses to six figures for more freedom. So that's who I am and what I do. I love helping other nurses have more freedom, more flexibility in their schedule, more finances, and more time for their family through online coaching. So that's a little bit about me. This event that I went to on Saturday was life changing. And my advice to you is anytime you have the opportunity to attend a live personal development event, take it. Do whatever you can to get there. It will change your life. It will fire you up like nothing else to be surrounded by people at such a higher level than we're playing on. It will open your eyes, expand your mind, and it will light a fire like nothing else in the world can do for you. Reading books can't do this. Talking to someone over Zoom cannot do this. You have to be in person at a live event to really feel this energy and to feel the level of like fire and motivation that you get from it. So that is my number one piece of advice. So I attended this event. There were like 30 speakers. There were tons of speakers. We listened to Gary Vaynerchuk. We listened to, let me find my list. It was a ton of people because I can't just name them off the top of my head. We had Jim Quick come and speak to us about the power of strengthening our mind. We had Dan Fleshman, David Goggins. David Goggins is a former Navy SEAL. He's the author of You Can't Hurt Me. We had Ed Milet speak. He was awesome. We had Alex Morton. We had Tim Grover. So just tons of incredible people in the personal development online business space. Very famous, very wealthy, very well known, extremely, extremely high level achievers, high level performers. These people are making millions of dollars per year. And I love going to these events because it shows me what's possible. It shows me that we can dream beyond anything that we can even imagine. And that's available for all of us. And so I'm so excited to share with you the full circle moment I had at the event. So this event was in Salt Lake City at the Maverick Center. I attended an event 6 years ago, the same month, with Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, and a bunch of other speakers. And at the time, I had been in my network marketing company for about 2 years. I was at a point where I had just recently walked away from nursing. I had replaced my income with the income I was earning through the company. And I walked away from nursing like the month before. So at this time of that event 6 years ago, Tony Robbins was having us do exercises. And I was there with a few of my teammates with the health and wellness company. And he made us turn to them and tell them like what our biggest fears were and what our biggest goals were. My biggest goals were to become as successful as possible. And I just told them like, I want this so bad. I can like feel it in my body and like every fiber of my being. I want to be a massively successful coach. But then I had tears come to my eyes. I was crying. And I said, I don't know if I'm enough. I don't know if I can do that. Like it's scary to me. And I don't know if I can do that. It was a real fear that I had. Like, I didn't know if that was possible for me. I didn't quite have that belief yet. And they were so sweet and kind, telling me, yes, you can do it, giving me hugs and everything. And here I was 2 days ago, walking into the same arena as a multi-million-dollar coach with a multi-million-dollar coaching business. So 6 years later, there I was. Like, I have met my dream. I've made my dream come true. And it's crazy to me to see how quickly that can happen, because it didn't take me the full 6 years. Yeah, it took me all of these things happening to me and for me in order for me to get to that point. But I actually earned, 2 million in 3.5 years. But it took me time to get there, right? But I mean, even thinking in 6 years, like, how would your life be different if in 6 years from now you had a multi-million-dollar coaching business? What would that allow you to do in your life? What kind of a person would you be? What kinds of choices would you make? How would you think about things? What kind of freedom would you have to enjoy with your family? What kind of flexibility would you have in your schedule to be able to work from home, work from anywhere, decide who you want to work with, when you want to work, when you don't want to work, never have to ask for time off, never have to clock in and out, never have to drive to work and back, to be available for your family, to be able to create and like make it to all of your kids' events rather than missing them because of work. Never having to miss out on memories anymore. I worked as an ICU nurse for 8 years, nights, holidays, weekends. I missed out on so many memories with my kids. I missed out on Christmas dinner. I missed out on 4th of July. I missed out on Christmas morning. And to me, that wasn't okay. I looked at our life in the future and I wasn't okay with living that life for the next 20 years, not even the next 5 years. And I knew that I had to do something different. I knew that I had to make a change because what I was doing wasn't going to allow me to spend nights, holidays, weekends with my family, or to even have savings, or even to be able to go on vacation, or even to be able to have enough in retirement for our family. And that to me was so scary. That to me created so much more fear than the fear of actually starting. My fear of starting a coaching business was smaller than that fear of what's going to happen if I stay in the same place, stay stuck living paycheck to paycheck, working nights, holidays, weekends, missing out on memories, missing out on time with my family. My fear of starting was so much smaller than that. My fear of being stuck in that same place was so much greater. And that's why I started, even though I was so scared. So I want you to know today that there are ways that you can make this happen for yourself. I'm going to teach you how I was able to go from being a nurse to a network marketing company and now having a multi-million-dollar coaching business. I'm going to tell you the 3 main things that I did that made it possible. So I want you to know that I am a different Heather than the Heather that walked into that arena in 2017. I'm so grateful because entrepreneurship has made me stronger because of the trials, because of the struggles, because of all the hard things, all the things that I couldn't figure out and that were so frustrating and so overwhelming, so much stress, so many tears cried, so many hard, frustrating things over the years have strengthened me into the entrepreneur and the multi-million-dollar coach that I am today. Without those struggles, without all of that frustration, without all of that stress and the hard times and the downs, this would not be possible. I would not be at this level. I would not have accomplished this and grown a multi-million-dollar coaching business. And I will tell you, the more successful you become, you will continue to have problems. They'll just be different. You just evolve, right? A new level is you'll have a new devil at every new level. So you have to learn how to be okay with rejection and people bringing you down and complaints and people telling you no. You have to be okay that you can't make everyone happy. You have to be okay that other people are watching you and it doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what their opinion is. You have to get to a level where none of that matters. The only thing that matters is the growth and the impact that you're able to make with your calling. This is your calling. This is my calling. This is why I've been able to be so successful, because I work in my business the way that an artist paints paintings. I work in my business the way that a very talented architect draws buildings. You know, I work in my business the same way that Misty Copeland dances ballet, right? Like, it's an art, it's our calling, it's who we are, it's our passion. It was, you know, like, this is given to us. This is a gift straight from God. Like, this is something that is just calling to you and to me. This is what we're made for, to be able to share our knowledge, our expertise with the world. in such a higher way than we ever could as a bedside nurse. I've been able to reach thousands and thousands of people that I would never have been able to reach as a bedside nurse. I've been able to change hundreds of people's lives because of online coaching that I never could have done as a bedside nurse. So I want you to know that entrepreneurship will strengthen you. It will try you. It will be the hardest thing that you ever do. And it will grow you more than anything else you've ever done. And that's what I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with personal growth. I'm obsessed with the fact that we have the agency to grow to higher and higher levels and versions of ourselves through trials, through struggles, through all the downs, through all of the hard times. This is how we rise. This is how we rise. We don't get here. We don't get to this level if everything is easy. If everything was a piece of cake and we're just happy and it's rainbow and butterflies all the time, we're not going to get to the level of $1 million coach. This is where trials and struggles are non-negotiable. They're a part of the process. And if you want to grow your capacity to be able to hold more good things, you're going to have to grow your capacity to hold more bad things. So that is my message today. Sometimes the greatest thing to come out of all of your hard work is not what you get, but who you become from it. Sometimes the greatest thing to come out of all of your hard work is not what you get, but who you become from it. I have become an entirely different person than I was 6 years ago, 10 years ago. I am not the same Heather that I was 10 years ago. I am stronger. I'm more resilient. I am tougher. I am more confident. And entrepreneurship has given me this. It has been such a gift and such a blessing to go through the trials, to go through the hard times, to strengthen me and make me better, right? Just like a diamond has to be put under enormous amounts of pressure to form. It's the same thing as an entrepreneur. You have to be put under a tremendous amount of pressure, stress, overwhelm, frustration, hard things, bad things to shape you into a multi-million-dollar coach. So I'm going to share with you 3 things that I did that allowed me to go from nurse to multi-million-dollar coach. And I want you to apply these things in your life so that you can do the same. And I want you to know that is absolutely possible for you. If it was possible for me, it is possible for you. Do not ever doubt your capabilities or who you are, because you are a child of God. You can do anything, right? So number 1 is I hired mentors to teach me how. I would not be where I'm at today if I had not invested in mentors who had done what I wanted to do and then hired them so that I could pick their brain and figure out how I could do it too. I would still be floundering around. I would still be in my network marketing company making like $2,000 a month, still trying to figure out how to get out of it and still feeling so uncomfortable and not wanting to be there. If I had not hired my first mentor, my second mentor, my third mentor, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, I would not be a multi-million-dollar coach. I've invested over $100,000 into my business education and training, and I would not be a multi-million-dollar coach if I had not. So if you are too scared to start and too scared to hire someone to help you, then you better get used to feeling comfortable and staying stuck, because you're not going to move. Number 2, I dived into personal development like my life depended on it. I started reading books voraciously. I attended as many live events as I possibly could. So while I was still in my company, I was going to retreats, events. I was winning events all the time. I was attending all of our monthly events. I was going to as many events as possible to light my fire, to keep me motivated, to keep me going, to connect with people in person. I was listening and reading to books every single day without fail. I probably listened to over 100 books in the matter of a few years, at least. So I just started diving into personal development because I knew that that was my key to growth. So if you're really looking for a key to more success and more growth, it's going to be one, hiring a mentor who has done what you want to do to help you get to where you want to be. And number two, diving into personal development like your life depends on it. Number three, I took action in spite of fear. Did the fear ever go away? No. Does the fear ever go away? No. But can you take action even though there is fear? Yes. You can absolutely take action, take that first step, start moving towards your dreams, and take action. Don't just sit back and watch other people. That's how I was. And I wish every day I had started sooner. I sat and I watched all these amazing women with their podcasts and their awesome businesses and their videos on social. And I was like, I want to be like them, but I'm too scared. And I wish every day that I had started sooner because online coaching with my own high ticket business has literally changed my entire life, my entire family's life, our entire trajectory for the rest of our lives. And I wish every day that I had started sooner. So don't sit there in fear and staying stuck and not taking action. It's time to hire that mentor who's going to help you get to where you want to be. It's time to read personal development, grow your mindset, listen and read books, attend events where you're surrounded by people who are making more money than you, who are more successful than you. Put yourself in rooms where people are more successful than you and take action even if you're scared. You do it anyway. That's how I was able to get to a multi-million-dollar business is I take action even when I'm scared. I do things even when it's frightening, even when I don't feel like it. I do things. And that's what you have to do if you want to get to this level. If you even want to get to six figures, you have to take massive action, scary action, and stop sitting around waiting and stop staying stuck, right? So that is my message for you today, is to hire a mentor to help you, read personal development like your life depends on it, and take action even though you're scared. That is how you become a successful, profitable online coach. So if this is like, you're like fired up, you can feel it in your bones, and you know without a doubt you want to make this happen, then I want you to comment the word academy. Comment the word academy. We'll send you information about how we can help you start and grow your online coaching business from the ground up, from scratch. And if you have a business, we will make it more profitable for you. We will help you grow in your success. We will help you overcome your fears. We will help you move to that next level so that you're always growing, always advancing, always learning, always improving the way that you think, the way that you teach, the way that you coach, the way that you show up in life, in all areas of your life. Entrepreneurship will make you a better person than anything else. Anything else. Nursing did not make me the person I am today. It was entrepreneurship that did it. I was the very quiet nurse, just kind of like, marking my tasks off, getting stuff done, very introverted, very shy. And I felt like I was stuck in a cage. I felt like there was so much potential that needed to be let out. And only entrepreneurship has allowed me to do that. So I want you, if you feel the same, to take action on your dreams today, and not in a few months and not next year, but now, because the time is now. Your dreams have an expiration date, and that whatever that thing is, it is now. So if you know that you're ready to go, comment the word academy. I help nurses start and grow online coaching businesses for more freedom. This is what I do. I've helped hundreds of nurses do this. Ever since having that first $15,000 month in my very first month of coaching, I have been moving faster than most people in my industry. I have also been able to free up more time and energy in my business for my family. And I'm living proof that you don't have to work more hours, be an extrovert, or have a big social media following to be very successful. You also don't need a coaching certification to be very successful. I have 0 certifications. You do not need a certification to be a multi-million-dollar coach, even if you're doing health coaching. So in 3.5 years, I hit $2 million, and it would have taken me 56 years as a nurse where I was working in order to earn that amount. So that is called collapsing time. I am the best business coach for nurses on the internet today. Our Elite Online Coach Academy is the best program for nurses wanting to start online coaching businesses. And here's how I made it happen. I've worked on my mindset. I hired mentors. I focused on what works, and I took action in spite of fear. That's how I've been able to far surpass most of my competitors, almost all of my competitors. And I've been able to build this business that's allowed me to create so much freedom and time for my family. So if you are looking for this level of freedom, flexibility, time with your family, comment the word academy. This is how we will help you build an incredible coaching practice with phenomenal support along the way. So comment the word academy, come to my inbox, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn with the word academy. We would be happy to help you learn more, and we'd love to hear about your goals. So I hope this was helpful for you today. I hope you have the best day ever, and go for it. My message for you today is to take action, even if you're scared. Hire that mentor, read those books, hire that mentor, read those books, and take action now. So hope you have the best day ever. Take care.